Sometimes you just look back at life just for a moment. You don't want to look back because you can't plow a straight road looking back. But sometimes when I look back at life and, where we are and what we're doing now as a company, as Nashville Dirtworks, it blows my mind. And I remember when I was first starting out, I was telling some of the crews about that this morning actually. When I first started out, I didn't have anything. I was actually reading the book, 48 Days to Work You Love by Dan Miller. I was laying in bed one night, about 10 o'clock at night, trying to figure out what I really wanted to do. And at that time, we had just gone through a recession in 2008, and found myself driving a tractor trailer just to provide for the family. And I did that a couple of years, and I was just ready to get out of that tractor trailer, get home, and get on with life. And I realized that I like working with my hands. I like working outside, I like working hard. And so I thought about, well, what could I do tomorrow to add some value to someone's life and make an income doing it? And I'm like, well, I've got a weed eater, I've got a mower sitting in my garage. This is back in 2010. I'll go mow somebody's yard. So I made the right moves as far as just, getting the insurance, getting the business going, and making sure you got everything in line before you actually start a business. And I remember passing out 5,000 flyers on doors. Didn't get one call for 2 or 3 weeks, and was just in the dumps about it. Passed out another 5,000 flyers, and I'll never forget, I was sitting there and I got one call. It was a guy that was 45 minutes away from me, and he wanted me to come mow his yard for $25. And man, I tell you, I was so thankful about that $25 yard. I was so excited. It was my first job. Even though I was losing money, it was my first job. And went down there. It was one of the hardest, roughest jobs. And sometimes when you start a business, you get into business, you don't find any help. Nobody wants to help you. And so you got one or two choices. Either you push through or you quit. And so I decided pushing through was my option. I'm not a quitter. I'm an all or nothing kind of guy. And if you're gonna run a business, that's what you've got to be. All or nothing. Hell or high water, no plan B, sink or swim, you gotta do it. You gotta get it done. You gotta keep going. So that's what I did. And those couple yards, those few yards on Saturdays that year turned into a little bit of landscaping the next year. And turned into hiring a little part-time guy there for a little bit. And now we're running multiple crews, all kind of equipment, and going all over Nashville and a lot of different jobs, a lot of different areas, and for a lot of different clients. And I just want to say I'm so grateful and so thankful to have the opportunity to do this and do what I love, work outside, working with equipment, building teams, and but it's not just about running a business and making money. It's about pouring your life into other people's lives. I think that's most important. First of all, this company is the Lord's company, and He owns everything we got. Cattle on 1,000 hills, and it's all His. And so we just got to be good managers of what He gives, what He provides. And at the same time, when you lead, when you're a leader, when you're leading in what I'd like to call riding true, because there's 3 philosophies in what I believe is behind riding true. When you ride true, you're going to be the example. You're going to speak clearly and exactly what you want, and you're going to play to your strength. And with that said, I think you need to ride true every day, and we can ride true. And as we ride true, we can ride true in other people's lives. We can be the example for them. We can show them the ropes, because there's not a lot of people showing other people how to do things, where to go, how to live, how to be, how to become that better version of you. And so I encourage you today to ride true. Wherever you go and all you do, ride true. Be the example. Speak clearly exactly what you want. And play to your strength. Your strength, and actually you can play to the strengths of others that surround you. So as I think about all those things, is that even though you may be at the beginning of your journey, and the journey starts every day when you wake up. You may be at the beginning of your journey. When you open your eyes in the morning, remember, fear is your friend. Tackle the day with aggression. Be obsessed with what you're doing, and persistent and determined to accomplish the task at hand and get it done. So at the end of the day, you feel fulfilled with what you did. And most importantly, make a difference in someone else's life. Pay it forward. Pass it on. Ride true. Let's go.